Is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
back touch.
yeah. So let's jump with the lab, guys. So I think Ether channel, right? So which we are missing. I think let me open your file. I think for your guys for Ether channel, right? I think we are not done Ether channel for you guys. Just I share you the file, right? So we'll do that. So how we can do that, guys? So please take. We're going to take your multi-layer switch, which I'm going to connect it. So let it connect auto. I'm going to use a 4 physical interface. Okay, so how I can use do the Ether channeling. The first thing what I should do, guys?
Need to log into the global configuration.
Okay, give the host name. This is my switch 1.
Switch 1.
Okay. So what are the interfaces I need to take first?
Interface range from FA Fortinet 0/3.
1, 2, 3. Very
3.
good.
Yeah.
Then what I should do next?
Next VLAN configuration.
We are not required. We just we are making Ether channel. Just we are. I want to make the port bundling. Right.
Trunk. Need to add trunk.
First we have to create the channel protocol PAJP, right? PAJP is for the same Cisco device, right?
Yeah,
If
server
it is
side.
a LA, right? If it is a LSAP for other non-Cisco devices,
Yes.
right? So first create the channel protocol. Give the question mark. It will support only 2 things, right? Can you see here?
Yeah.
It will support only LSAP and PAJP. Okay. So right now we are dealing with which one? PAJP.
PAJP. Okay.
Okay. The PAJP stands for, guys?
Page.
So page.
Taj, it's an port aggregation protocol.
Yes, port aggregation protocol. So it is a Cisco proprietary. So it has been designed by Cisco. So these protocols are used to communicate with only the Cisco device. If it is a non-Cisco device like HP, Dell, Huawei, Fortinet, or other Palo Alto switches or firewall, then we have to configure your LSAP. Okay. So now we have to create your another. We have to create your channel group. Channel group. Then you can give number up to 1 to 48. So let me take 10. Okay. Mode. So give the question mark. It will, as I told you that. So one, it is a desirable. Desirable means your other should be in auto. Just remember. Okay. This I'll make it desirable. Okay. Then type show Ethernet summary. You can see still it is down, right?
Yes.
You can see, right? Still it is showing down here. Okay, because other things we have to configure this one now. So let's configure this.
Configuration.
So I would be go to global configuration, do the host name switch.
Switch 2.
This is my 2. Interface
range 0/123. Channel protocol.
Okay, PAJP, right?
Yeah.
PAJP. Channel group.
Group.
What number have I given? 10, right?
10, yeah.
10. Same number we should give. So more. So I will give this side. I'm going to give the auto.
Yeah.
Right. Now you check show
Ether
channel summary.
down.
Okay. So see, we can check from this side, check for this side. Down. So why it is down? Is it we are missing something? So now it is coming up, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you. Can you see? In use. Yes means layer 2. U means you. So previously it was showing what? So previously it was showing
Down.
Down.
D, right? Previously it was showing down. If you check from this side, because now previously it was showing down, right?
Yes.
You can see it was showing
Yes.
down. Okay. Now if you check again, so now it has become up. Okay, the port channel is 10 and layer 2 in use. Protocol PAJP, we are using the 4 ports. Okay, we have used only 3 ports here. Can you see? 1, 2, 3. Check this side. Here also we are using 3 ports, but we have connected 4 ports. Okay, we can add one more port also. No problem. That we can add it later. It's a very simple app. If you talk about who is the root bridge now, show spanning tree. So this guy is the root bridge, right? This guy is your root bridge. And obviously, this guy will be your not root bridge. So if you type, okay, show IP interface brief, okay, so we can see these all ports are active. Which are the ports we have connected? These all 4 ports. Understood, guys? It's very simple lab, right? So what about the cost, right? The cost must be changed, right? If you check here again, show spanning tree. Here show spanning tree. Okay, so we can see the port channel cost has been changed. Have you noticed here? The cost has become 8.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Because lowest cost is the best, right?
Yeah.
Okay, lowest cost is the
But it should be same, right? Both side cost is same, right?
same. So let me check this one. This is my switch 2, right? Show span. You can see, right? This also became the because one port we are missing this one, Kranti. Because we had taken, I think 1 to 4. We have missed 0. Because I think
Yeah.
1 to 3 had taken one side. Okay.
Yes.
From your side, I think we can take from your side.
Okay.
Okay. Then how to make this this one, guys? Trunk link for this port channel. I want to make the trunk link, right? How do I make? I want to make this one port channeling, port channel 10, which we have created. So I want to make this guy as a trunk link. So how do I make? So go to global configuration mode, interface, port channel 10. Then switch port,
Switch mode.
trunk,
Trunk
encapsulation.
encapsulation dot on
Dot
queue.
one queue.
Okay,
Switch mode
mode.
access. Switch mode
No,
access.
More trunk.
no.
Oh, sorry. Switch mode trunk.
Switch port, more trunk.
Yeah.
Right. If we check show interface trunk, so now we can see this has become your trunk link now.
Yes.
So what about this? What about this guy now? We can type show interface trunk.
Interface trunk.
Okay, it's not showing. This is not a trunk link, right?
Yeah.
It not still is not showing because this side we have not configured the trunk link. Okay, so configure interface port channel 10.
Channel 10.
Interface
Interface.
spanning tree.
Spanning tree.
Spanning tree. How do I configure this?
Not spanning tree.
Then what I should configure?
You said you need to configure trunk, right?
Yes.
Mm, Switch mode. We configured previously, right? Same thing we have to configure, right? Here also.
Yes, in configuration.
Yeah.
What I should configure now?
Port mode encapsulation dot on queue.
Encapsulation.
Yes, that's it, man. Switch port.
Not
Trunk
encapsulation
Trunk
dot one
encapsulation
queue.
dot on queue. Switch port mode trunk.
Switch mode trunk.
Show span.
Show span.
Or show interface trunk. You can see right now this guy has
Yeah.
become a trunk.
Yes.
Where this port channel it has got capability to carry your multiple
Multiple
VLAN process.
VLANs.
Yeah.
VLANs.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
This is how to configure your
Header
port
Ethernet
channel.
channel. Port channel.
Your port channel. Okay. Port channeling or ether channel.
Ether channel.
Okay. Same thing also we can configure for layer 3 ether channel, guys. Layer 3 means switch to router. Router is your layer 3 device, guys. Remember, your router is your layer 3 device. There also we can make it bundling. I think yesterday I showed you, right? Do you remember? See, if you take this is my router I connected. Okay. So here I have connected switches. So we can connect like this. Okay. So we can make it bundle like this. Okay. The router will understand that. Okay. I have only one link connected down here and one link connected here. Means he will think that I have connected to switch 1 and switch 2. Okay, this is your layer 2 and this is your layer 3. Okay, this is the one way of configuring. There is a other way of configuring also we can do it. So how means even we can make it ether channel like this also. Okay, suppose example, this is your 1 gig. Okay, this is also your 1 gig. And this is also your 1 gig. And this is also 1 gig. If you make it bundle like this ether channel, that is your ether channel, what happened means the router will understand that only one switch is connected to me. But actually physically it is connected two switch. The advantage is how much bandwidth we'll get? We'll get 4 gig, right?
Yes.
We'll get 4 gig. So this is what we did now. We did layer 2 ether channeling. So this is layer 3 ether channel. Understood, guys? So anybody not followed this one?
Yeah, for this we need to configure both switch 1 and 2, right?
Yeah, 1 and 2. Both switches we have to configure, Traninig. Both the
Okay.
switches.
Okay.
Not one. If you configure one set wise, it's not going to make the
Bundling.
this one bundling.
Okay.
Because usually, man, try to understand this very simple example. Suppose if you have like 4 sticks, how will tag with the this one, right? The both the sides means it will be very strong, right?
Yeah.
If you tag at the center, what happened? The stick will go left, right, up and down, right?
Yes.
Okay, same thing. The both the sides should be tagged so that we'll get a good bandwidth. Same thing here. But the condition is the link should be same speed. If it is 100 gig and this guy is a 1 gig, this is a 10 gig, this is say example 1 gig, what happened? We cannot
Won't work.
make it your ether channel. We cannot
Okay.
configure it, not going to support. If the link speed is different, same thing, one stick is big, okay, and your other stick, say example, let me write it down. Other stick is still bigger, okay, and one more stick is still bigger than this. Can we make ether channel for this?
No.
Okay, so it is not at all possible. we cannot make it because Cisco switches, even for other vendor also, is not going to support. Okay, it should be the same speed. All of these things should be in the links speed should be the same. Then only you can make it your Ether channel. Okay, this is the other name what I said yesterday. Also will call VPC, virtual port channel. Port channel. Okay, the protocol which we are using here to configure
Ether channel Cisco.
Okay, Cisco to Cisco. Which protocol? PAJP, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Cisco to non-Cisco. We are
RAGP,
using
LACP.
LACP.
LACP. Just remember, guys, this is a quite very important because you are not going to see any ports there. When you open any tickets, especially because when I work for the production network, you can see only this part, guys. By seeing that, we can understand the customer is using the different vendor device, not only the Cisco device. Understood? When you type show Ether channel summary, you will get protocol use LSAP. Means you should understand that. So these devices also connected with the non-Cisco devices. Maybe your HP router or Dell router or Huawei router, Palo Alto, Checkpoint, Fortinet connected. Because we cannot go and see, right, devices. Correct, guys? You cannot go and check every device, right? So which are the devices they are using, your customers.
Yes.
By seeing this protocol, you should understand that there is quite very important to understand, guys. I think this is clear, guys. So anybody is not followed, guys? Guys, followed?
Yes, Taj.
Yes, Taj.
Amisha, did you follow? You're following, right?
Yes, Taj.
You are a team lead, right?
No.
And in your team, one girl is a team lead, I think. Divya Bharati or I think Hema. Hema joined today.
Hema is our team leader, Taj.
Okay. Because she belongs to first batch, right?
Yeah, but she's busy with other tasks. Thing.
Okay. Yeah, Hema is in your batch. Because team lead has got a lot of responsibility, right? They should be very good in that. Then only their team members can able to do the work. Understood, guys? Ether channel, all of you, so that I can jump to your next accessing
Yes, Taj.
port passwords.
Yeah,
Okay.
Taj.
So let's go to some security perspective, guys. So I will save this one. I will save in your batch too. I will give. This is my lab. Ether channel. I think yesterday I shared you the file. Okay, if you want, I will share this file as well. Okay, so your next job will be, so what I'm going to do now, so we shall discuss about your accessing port. Port password. Okay. So this lab will do now. So what is this, guys? So here, what I'm going to discuss here. So let me open my. So here I'm going to discuss about I think you might know about Telnet, right? Telnet. Okay. Then console. Okay, we'll do the consoling and authentications. Then we shall discuss about EAA lab. Okay, your TACAs. Okay, so this lab, so TACAs and radius also we can do it. So let me support, I think whether it will work in packet tracer or I need to check this one. So we'll do this lab, guys. So how we can secure this one? Your port security. So for that, guys, so let me take my one of the router is required router here. So let's do that. What is EIA, guys? Yesterday I told you, right? So what I'm going to do now, so I will take one router, okay, and one switch. So let me connect some end user devices to desktop, two laptops, okay, and one server. So let it connect Alto. Like same like your yes, you know the difference. Same thing like acid gas, same thing. It's very easy lab, so very authentication for the local authentications because one should access. Right? There's a many way to access, guys. So even you can able to access from console. That also I think actually I showed right how to access from the console. So that lab will do it. So first thing is what we have to configure, and then the IP address for the ports which is connected. Okay, I'll give the this is my R1 router. So I'll go to interface gigabytes 0/0/0/0/0, which is connected to the downstream switches, right? So give the IP address. So I'll give IP address from 192.168.1.1. So I'll give subnet mask 0. So give no shut. So remember, always all the devices will be Cisco devices will be your interface status is by down state until unless we have given no shutdown command, so it will not come up. Okay, so remember this. Okay, so then we'll configure the DSCP. Okay, how to configure DSCP, guys? Anybody?
DHCP.
Hmm. Before I configure this one, guys. So you heard about the DORA process of the DSCP? Any idea about the process here, guys? Anybody heard about DORA process, guys?
Yeah, I heard it about the DORA process.
Okay, so at least little bit of DORA process. How DSCP works.
So you want me to define about DORA process?
Yes, yes.
As far as my knowledge is concerned,
Yep.
with the particular DORA, as you said, like what I have understood, it's like it's a technique which is used by DHCP to assign IP address to any devices, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
This process is called DORA process.
So DSCP is falls to your 4 steps, guys. Okay. So what is D means? Any idea?
Dynamic.
Discover.
Discover. Anybody, you can Google it if you want.
It's
Okay.
an
Discover.
discover, offer, request,
Offer.
acknowledgement.
Okay. Acknowledgement. Very good. So this is a discover. Okay. So guys, first understand before this is the client. This is the client PC, which you want the IP address. Whenever you connect, usually it will be connected through your layer 2 switches, right? These all devices. Even layer 3 switches also connected for these switches, which is connected by end user devices. When you send me, it will send the request to the server. Usually DHCP configuration is recommended on the server, guys, not on your router. Remember this. Because router is a slow device compared to switch. Because unnecessary, you're putting more burden on your router, guys. Because router is a device which is used to route the traffic between the two different network, right? That's the reason it is not recommended to configure the DHCP on the router. Recommended is to configure on your servers. That's the reason we can see most of the organizations, they'll be having a DHCP servers. So most of the your hackers, they'll target for only for your DHCP servers. So if they hack the DHCP server, he can come to know the entire network, right? Fine. So now what it does means whenever it's try to discover, I want the IP address. So then it guys, it will offer the IP address. Okay. So after that, what happens? R stands for what, guys? Request. Okay, it will request the IP address to the DHCP server. Okay, once it has been request means your DHCP will release the IP address. IP address release. If you're not getting means in the client perspective, I think you might know about this IP address. Okay, so IP address release or renew. Okay, so this is good because let me put it across like this. Let me delete this switch. So first means is trying to discover this guy. Okay, means is trying to request that one. Okay, so this guy, okay, fine. So he will give some offer. This is called D, discover, and this is your offer. This is your offer. So then this is your request for the IP address. Request. So then what happened here? Last step, it get acknowledgement. Okay, fine. So please take this IP address. So automatically it will give when you configure, if you select your auto in your client side. Okay, if you selected static means, so it will not discover offer request. You can see, right? You want to see that? ncpa.cpl. Suppose if you open this, I think this is my IP address. So this is the form DSCP. So we can see. So DSCP link I have using this DSCP is enabled. Can you see here? So DSCP is enabled. Gateway is this, and DSCP server has issues this gateway with this IP address. So what happened is go to property. Or properties ask authentication. Okay, fine. Okay, so we can see when you select, if you go to Internet Protocol version TCP/IP, obtain an IP address automatic. Okay, is getting automatic IP address. When you select this option, okay, when you select this option, okay, then only is going to acknowledgement. Okay, otherwise what it does? If you're not going to assign this, maybe you selected this one, means manually it asking the IP address. Okay, if I give any IP address means our conversation will get disconnected. My internet will go down now because it has taken from DSCP IP address from my Wi-Fi router. Okay, right now, so we will take automatic because we did not give any this thing. That's the reason the DORA process. This is called your DORA process. First thing, very basic question they will ask in your interview. Most of these things. They'll not ask the DSCP. So of course everybody know because automatic it gives the IP address. So they'll ask the DORA process. Please explain how does it works, how it will discover, how it will offer, how it will request, how it will acknowledge. Same thing for server guys. Same thing for your routers for process. Okay, so that I'm going to configure on your router now, so that I don't want to give the IP address for all the PCs now. So how do I configure guys? So IP DSCP pull, okay, give the pull name. Okay, so pull name I will give NTT service. Okay, so the network. So which network I got? 192.168. So 1.0. Give the subnet mask. Okay, so default IP address is so 192.168 1.1. Correct? Guys, are you there? Okay, so then
Yes.
DNS, like if you want, you can give the DNS. That's it. So now I must get the IP address for this all the pieces, right? Yes, so I'm getting it 1.2, subnet mask 1.1, and DNS also I'm getting from this. But on the router is not recommended because most they configure on the server part, guys. So in the server also we can able to configure your DHCP server configuration. Okay, so now what is our job, guys? So what we are supposed to do? We are going to configure your consoling and VTP, guys. So how do I configure that? So first we have to create the user, right? First create the user from on your server. Address conflict. Okay, so we can even you can start from one dot different network or even subnet also. So let's create the user. How do I create username? So I will use Cisco. So give the question mark as. So here you're asking password, privilege, secret. So what I can do, I will give the privilege. So they are the 15 levels. Let me give the 15 levels. So password, I will use Cisco. To give the question mark. So we have done with this. Right. So next, what we should do now? First, I'm going to configure your this one, guys. Telnet. Okay, so line PTY 0 and 4. Password is Cisco. Okay, same thing I can give. So just enable or else go to login local, right? We forgot. Login local. Okay, so I think now we should be able to do this one, right? Telnet, can you try? Okay, so let's type in this guy. So IP config. This is 1.2. Telnet. So 192.168, 1.1. Is Cisco. Cisco. All right, so I can able to see access my router. Got it? It's a very simple one. How to see? If you type show run, that also it will work here. Right, DHCP we have configured. And what else we can see? We can see the password, right? Password is Cisco. So I want to enable the secret password. Enable secret Cisco. Let me show run. Right. It will give the encryption. So we can see, right? So enable secret password. So it's not showing anything. This password is for your line VTY. Okay, so there is a very simple lab to access your this thing. And there's one more lab I'll show you that to access the console one. Before consoling one, so let's configure the console one, how to configure the console one. So it's very simple. So go to line console 0. Okay, so what is the password? You just give Cisco same so that we will not have any confusion. Okay, login local. So let's see exit. So it's asking the username, right? Username is Cisco. Password is also Cisco. Right, so we can able to access your this thing. Also from the console also, if you connect new PC from your laptop, if you want to connect, so you want to connect from your console cable. So console cable, how you connect? Console port will be the right. Connect with RS-232, not with a fast Ethernet, guys.
Yes.
So open this lap. Okay, open this laptop. Go to desktop and don't go to command prompt. Go to your terminal. Right. So now we can able to access your server here. Cisco. Right. Show IP. Show run. Right. So we can able to access your router. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Any questions here? So even we can able to configure this one as well for your AAA authentications. Okay, so how do I do that? Means just go to global configuration mode. AAA and give the question mark. It will give the accounting authorizations and authentications, new mode. Okay, so as it is our is your new model. Okay, then you can create your username, Cisco. Same thing I'll create. Okay, here I'm going to create this in like password, same Cisco. Because otherwise we'll not have the confusion. Yeah. These are local authentication, guys. Yeah, authentication, login, default, local. Okay, so this we can apply for your both for line console, for console port, even for your this one also, telnet. So how we can configure this? Go to console, sorry, line console 0. Okay, login authentication default. Okay, and exit. Same thing for line VTY. For telnet, also we can configure login authentication default. Okay, so what it does means is going to access this simple. If you type exit, so Cisco. If you enable again is asking. Notice guys, this is EAA guys. Now it will allow you. Okay, if you a username also, if you entered also, again is going to ask you. That is EAA authentication. Means like this is a local authentication. Same thing you can do it for your external also. That is for we'll call it as your server base EAA authentication. The server base authentication, how we can configure? Same command. What I given the same command, same thing. So if you check from this laptop also, if you type here, same thing is coming, right? Whatever the command I type, same thing is coming here. Username is Cisco, password is also Cisco. If you type enable, okay, it's asking again password. Cisco. Okay, it's a very simple lab. So now, understood, guys? You're following me, right? Is it I'm going fast, guys?
Okay.
I think Telnet already explained, DSCP also explained, but because today DSCP, so I explained about the DORA process, how it will request the IP address to server or router. So then we jump to this one, security port, and before that, I think we had done Ether channel. Guys, you followed, right?
Yeah.
Yes, touch.
So now, AA authentication using your this one takas, how we can configure this? So how we can configure the same very simple command. There's not big lot of commands here. Same command because already we have created some users, right? Some users we have created. So what I'm going to do now? So now let me open the other page. So what I'm going to do? Let me give some server name IP address. Let's check what is the server IP address. What server IP address we got it? What is the IP address for server? This is he is 1.6. Okay, so he is 1.6. Okay, so let's go to my router. So how do I configure? So let's create the same username here also so that we'll avoid confusion. Cisco. Okay, so password I will also give Cisco. Okay, then Taka server. Okay, host names to whom you want to give. Okay, to which IP address you want to give. That is 192.168.1.1. Okay, that is 1.6, right? Is our IP address, the host. Okay, then your Taka server key. Okay, so key is Cisco. Let it keep it very simple. Okay, and same thing, AA authentication with new model. This is my new model. AA authentication, login default, same command. What are the command I use? So here default group, Takas plus local, because this I'm going to apply for the server, local server. Okay, so whether you can give for line console 1 or 0 or 2, whichever you want, we can give it. So line console 0, login authentication. Line console means for the router access. Okay, so what is the command means? Login authentication default and exit. That's it. Same command, instead of Takas, just we have to replace with the radius. The commands same, the commands what it has given there. For server also, we can able to do these services. If you go on the services, okay, we can see yeah, right? So just make it on. Okay, give the name. Okay, so how I can give the name? So what is the name of this one is? This is my R1 client name. The client name is okay. Name is R1. IP address is 192.168.1.1. Secret password is Cisco, right? And service type is I want to take the Takas. But just add. Will get added. Okay, user setup. If you want to like how many users you want, so they have to come with this IP address. So username I will give say example I'll give Taj. So password also I'll give Cisco. Now it is added, so it will work. Right now we are dealing with the Takas. Okay. These are the list of services where you can configure. Even DHCP also we can able to configure from the server, guys. Now it is off. So if we make it on, we have to create the full IP address starting and ending IP address. We can see. So right now it has been got the IP address because it has got from server now. I think DHCP from the server also I think explained, right? Just we have to give the full name details, so you will get the IP address automatically from there. Yes, now let's try to access from one of these laptops and see. So how is going to work? So IP, what is the IP address for this guy? This guy 1.4. So Telnet 192.168.1.4. Okay, we have got access Cisco. Closed by foreign because we don't have any authorization to access, right? Just showing that. This time. You know why, guys? Why it's not allowing us? Because this username is not created in your Takas server until unless you add it. Okay, so you cannot able to access it. If you type this stars and Cisco, can you see, guys? Guys, did you follow what I did? Guys,
Yes, Taj.
Yeah, Taj.
what I did, who will explain? I will just have water and come. Just give me 1 minute. What I did, you just tell me anyone. Check the check the last day of Warren I have such a I now. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry for inconvenience cause occurred to you. Okay, guys. So what I did, guys, I just access from this device, right? From this client. Guys, are you there?
Yes, Taj.
Yes, Taj.
All of you there, right? So what I did, guys, anybody can explain? So when I given the right password also is not allowing me to access.
The username was different, Taj.
Username was different. Username same. Cisco's username is Cisco. Password also Cisco. Same thing. I have not changed anything. Everything is same. I have not changed anything. Puneet, Dalit, Chandan, Srinidhi, Kranti, Anjay, Amisha, anyone? Kartikan, any idea, guys? So what I did, guys, I think nobody's. Are you there, guys? All of you? All of you are busy with the meetings or you are on your calls?
No, we are there. Taj.
Yeah, there.
But the
Little
concept
confused,
had.
yeah, with the topic. So
Kartikan, any idea?
yes, Taj, so a little
Kranti.
confused with the topic. So if
Same here, Taj.
right,
See what I did, guys. Just I configured telnet and console security. Okay. If anybody user want to access the router or switch, they can enter the username and password. They can access. Okay. So same thing for router also. In the server, I have configured the AA authentication. Then I have added the username and password. Have noticed on your server, what did I configure? So let me do that. See AA authentication. So what I have configured, I added one user. So let me add one more user here. So let me add my Ramesh or Lalit. I'll add Ramesh, R-A-M-A. I'll give let's. I will add SRK. So password I will give Cisco. Okay, I will add. Okay, so one more I will add. Say example. Khan. Password I will give Cisco. Okay. So now if any user want to access your router, okay, so what you must do when you try to access the router, it allows the username, right? Password Cisco, but still is not allowing me to access, right? Login invalid. Notice, guys. So I have to enter with the which username we have added on the server. So let's add with SRK, which I added. Okay, and password is Cisco.
Cisco C.
SRK Cisco. I'll you tell it once again. Okay, username it SRK. Username I think SRK. Means it's not allowing me to access, right? So let me access with other part, other PC. I think this laptop you have not accessed yet. Telnet. So 192.168.1.1. So it's asking the username. Okay, so username. So let me give my name. Okay, so now it is allowing me, right? Just enable. Okay, enable also is asking the password, Cisco. So until unless you add the user is not going to allow you. So let's access from this one. So I'll give this tab. I will give, I think I have given count, right? That password is Cisco. Right, so I can able to access my router here. You can see, right? So these all users I have added here. Until unless you add it, you cannot able to allow the any user. That is a job of your authorization, authentication, and accounting. Okay, let me check your thing. Logs is off. That is a job of your EAA authentication, guys. I hope it is clear, right? These are the list of users I have created, right?
Yes, Taj, it's clear now.
Now it is clear, right?
Yeah, Taj.
Okay. and this is the local one, right? Only local users we have given authentication. What about external guys who is coming from outside? For them also, we can configure your radius and TACAS. Both we can configure AA authentication. Commands are same. We can configure same thing, but here we need to configure the routing protocol because routing has not yet started for you guys, because routing is still more interesting, guys. The routing part is still more interesting. So when I start the routing, so there I will explain about authentication part for especially for AA authentication and radius and TACAS. I hope this is clear, guys. All of you understood? I will save this file. I will send you. Don't worry. I think so. This is your batch 1. This is lab 5, lab 6. Any more questions, guys?
Touch, can you give comments here? Like paste comments here.
You want me to paste it here?
Yes, yes.
Username. So now he's asking, right? Password to enter the password.
Yes.
Cisco. And username is, let me give my name. Okay. Because we have created the users also, right? In the password there. See how many authentication is asking, right? Can you see? It asking a lot of
Yes.
authentication. Okay, that all will be recorded until unless you create the user. Same thing as, because you know how they will create the username on your laptop with your email address and with the password, right? There are many employees in entity, right? Same thing here. They will configure on the server. So when you log in on your laptop, so your login logs will be there on the servers when you log in, when you log out. Because this is the simulations, because it's not showing the logs there. Okay, so let me copy and paste for you guys. And this is the, I think DSCP, I think your favorite DSCP. Copy. This is my R1. Else I configured inside. Yeah, so how, yeah, the password also I have configured. So I'll write it down separately. So how to configure the telnet? Commands are line VD5 0 and 4. And before that, we have to create the user, right? Copy this. Okay, line console. Then what we configured again? So again, we configured the console. So how do we configure this? A line console 0 and give my R1. Password is Cisco. Login local. So what else I command use? So one more command I use that is on your router. That is AA authentication, right? So AA
Yes.
stands for what, guys? AA stands for the command I have given. AA will be small. This one. So new model. Okay, and this is the command, and AA mod after that. AA. Let me write R1. Otherwise, you'll get confused. AA authentication. 3, right? Yeah. 3 authentications. Then login default. Group. Default group Takas. It will come Takas plus automatically. So Takas plus local. Right. So now because the server have configured this one, guys. So because here I cannot copy this one. Yes, you should remember this, guys. You should remember the steps. Just add it to right SRK this thing. So if you want, you can add more, or else let me add one more. So let me add. Let me add. Rajesh Cisco. SRK is, you know, why it's not accessing, guys? You know what I did? I did a spelling mistake, right? CAS
Password. Yes.
COC. That's the reason it's not allowing. Because
Yeah.
I'm typing Cisco. Let's do that now. Let's exit from here. So username will you SRK, right? CIS. What is the password? COC. Right now it's allowing, right?
Yes.
Yes. So now I think one more we did, right? One more we added. Rajesh, right? Rajesh.
Rajesh.
Yeah. Internet. Rajesh. Cisco.
Cisco.
Yes. Now we can able to access Cisco. Okay. Because this step I cannot copy this one, Kranti. And we should remember these steps because I cannot copy
Okay.
this on the screen.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll save this file. I'll send this file. All the commands are there. Basic authentication, your AA authentication, and Takas command also is available. So easily you can able to do this lab. So anybody ready to do this lab, guys? So that I want to jump for other lab. Anybody will do? Right from scratch, guys.
Taj, if it's fine, we'll try it after the session and maybe before tomorrow, right? We might have a better idea.
Okay. So you want me to? I'll send this file. Okay. So just have a look. So any more question, guys, from your side?
No touch.
No questions? No questions? So let me save this one. I'll send you right away. This is the file, right? So not for this. Is asking me to give the permission. So are you able to open, right?
Yes, Taj.
You can be able to open, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's jump to the last topic of this switching, guys. That is your private VLAN. Okay, so what is this one, guys? Private VLAN. So let me explain that. So your private, as you know, that there is a issue with the addressing concept, especially for the ISP sites. First, remember that. So the first problem is for service provider face when we are using the VLANs. Okay, switch support up to your 1005 active VLANs. For all the Cisco Catalyst switches, it will support up to 1005 VLANs. Okay, just imagine if your service provider has an one VLAN per customer, these limit the number of customer rights per service provider. Means maximum he can give 1500 VLANs from the ISP side, right? To enable the IP routing, okay, what they are going to do is, so each VLAN as what we are doing the subnetting addressing space, or we can block the addresses as well. Okay, for that they have come up with the solutions. So that is, we'll call it as they have come up with community VLAN, isolate VLAN, okay, and one more VLAN is that is your let me write it down here. So first VLAN is community VLAN. Is second one is isolate VLAN. And third one is your Promosis, PROMISIOUS. So Promosis VLAN. So this is the VLAN where we are going to connect for your firewalls. We'll also connect it for your edge port. Your this one Promises, like this VLAN can able to communicate with both the VLANs. Okay, so the reason here, guess, okay, we'll get more number of subnets here. We'll get more number of subnets. So private VLANs participate into the regular VLAN domain into the subdomain. It will also participate in the main domain, also in your subdomain as well. Okay, your subdomain also will be going to represent the pair of your VLAN as your, it may be your primary VLAN or secondary VLAN. Maybe your primary VLAN or your secondary VLAN. because lab part is not there for it. This is not a, this is actually the part of your CCNP. Okay, so just for information, actually, because maybe in further, maybe I think you are going to learn this. Sorry guys, I'm taking tea guys.
An issue.
Yeah, no problem.
No problem, right? You can also have tea from your side, guys. I also don't have any problem.
Thank you so much.
Okay, then which are the switches is going to support here? Okay. Switches are going to support all your Cisco Catalyst switches. We'll call the CAT switches. This one, your community VLAN, isolate VLAN, your this premises VLAN. This all is going to support your Catalyst switches. So it starts from 37506 as I remembered, and 3800X switch, and 4900. I think this is ME switch. Catalyst switch. These all are a catalyst switches. Yeah, I think this is your, I think, layer 3, I guess, 4000 series. So let me check, I think, whether any one of these switch can work. So this is private. Oh, private VLAN is not going to support. Let's see. I will create some VLANs. VLAN and oh, it's not going to. No, man, you cannot do this lab. So the command is private VLAN primary. Okay, so this Cisco packet tracer is not going to support this. We can create separate VLAN for community VLAN, isolate VLAN, you are using your premises VLAN. We can divide. I can accordingly, because some VLANs are allowed to access internet. So internet people can access to your VLANs. So for most of the top companies, they use this one because packet tracer will not support. So any questions from your side, guys?